It's that time of the month again. Time to show my Patreon page, baby. You got exclusive sneak peeks at videos, exclusive Discord channels and roles, your name in the credits of videos. For Great Storm Pleasures and above, I'll record audios of me saying whatever you want for you, unless it's too inappropriate. No, I didn't steal this idea from Darkwing. You have no evidence. And for the people who like wasting money, the World Tree tier, where I'll draw anything you want in full color with progress sketches and room for revisions. But of course, the biggest reward tier, a couple days late, because you know I gotta get that Sunday video. The Patreon-funded rapid fire skin review. You know where this is going. Zeno did it again. And this month, he chose Warring Kingdoms. Now this was a bit of an interesting one. Normally when I look at a skin, I like to avoid judging it on a purely surface level. I like seeing how the intended ideas, historical context, lore, and personality of the champion can enhance what would have been a mediocre cosmetic. But with these, yeah, I got nothing. And neither does the universe, cause this is all the lore Warring Kingdoms has.
That's it?
Okay, that's not entirely true. Technically, Mecha Kingdoms is an extension of the Warring Kingdoms universe, so Warring Kingdoms Garen is the one piloting Mecha Kingdoms Garen. But on the whole, this skin line is primarily inspired by ancient Chinese warlords doing battle amongst each other. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know the historical references or homages to Chinese culture here at all. So if any of my Chinese viewers or viewers knowledgeable of Chinese history know better than I do here, or notice that I glossed over something that would be important to selling the skin's thematic, do be sure to let me know down in the comments below. If I made a mistake, I'd like to correct it. So because I don't know what any of this stuff is referencing, this review is gonna be more of a surface level approach. TLDR, does funny video game cosmetic make neurons go? Starting with Warring Kingdoms Azir. Released during the year of the chicken, how poetic. Warring Kingdoms Azir is what I would consider his peak skin. That meaning any other skin released after him could be of amazing quality, but it will never be better than this.
It's perfect.
I'm probably missing what this is an homage to. Hell, I had to ask a friend what the game he's playing in his recall was even called, because I thought it was freaking Pie Show.
I'm going to reconquer my tea shop, and I'm going to play Pie Show every day.
But this just feels right for Azir. It's my favorite of the skins he has on offer, and a 9.5 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Garen, the apparent guard of Azir's temple with a personality just as charming as the canon universe one. So not at all. I like this skin, but I don't love it. The sword especially, I can tell it's supposed to be made of jade, but it's so bulky it comes up more as a dollar store foam sword. The dragon spirit spinning with his sword is pretty cool though. It helps keep my interest on a skin I would have found perfectly mid otherwise. Still, it's a respectable 6 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Vi. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but her arms are looking a lot more muscled than usual in this skin. But that could also be because base Vi's arms are... As for the skin, it has a similar issue to Garen in that the weapons don't really look like that they're actually made of jade. Granted, unlike Garen, the design of Vi's weapons here are really f***ing cool. And she has a Spirit Dragon too, although not even close to as noticeable, only appearing for a few frames during her ult. I like it more than Garen, but not by much. 7 out of 10. Also, as a side note, while recording this, Vi started looping her ult idle animation for like 15 seconds straight, and I don't know why. Warring Kingdoms Tryndamere. Well, ain't this just a classic case of splash art false advertising? He's supposed to be the Grand General of the Warring Kingdoms. A warrior that would take 1,000 men to kill him in battle and 1,000 more to keep him dead. And what he actually looks like in game is...
It looks like he's
like a
walking
homeless
on...
guy a bit.
It's only a 975 RP skin, so I can't fault it too much. But with no new particle effects, is the extra 225 RP really worth it just for a sloppy recall animation? Chemtech Trend is a much better bang for your buck in my opinion, and for an even lower price you could nab Nightmare Tryndamere instead. He has a lot of old skins, and while this one isn't the weakest, it's still a 4.5 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Jarvan. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, this is one of the most popular and best-selling skins in China.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I remember reading it somewhere several years ago. Jarvan is one of the most popular champions in China, so it is possible I'm not just making shit up in my brain. Regardless, I don't really see the appeal. It's not overwhelming by any means, but I guess most of Jarvan's skins are less than whelming. Honestly, the coolest part about this skin is the horse, but that's a Wild Rift intro animation exclusive, so it doesn't count. It's a decent skin, one I definitely use over the pile of garbage he has on offer, but personally, I don't see what's so special about it. 6 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Xin Zhao. First off, Wild Rift exclusive horse. Again, but this one, even more so than Jarvan, really just comes across as any generic Dynasty Warriors knockoff character. It's so boring to me, but to be fair, that's a sentiment I share with pretty much all of Zin's skins. Jarvan at least hit me right in my color scheme weakness with red, black, and gold, but I don't really feel anything at all for this Zin skin. It's just kind of there. 4 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Katarina. This one gives me a lot more Lunar Revel or Firecracker vibes than it does Warring Kingdoms, and honestly, I can't tell whether that's a positive or a negative. And like Tryndamere, it's only a 975 RP skin. But come on, man, if the recall animation is gonna be this unenthusiastic, a few particle effects would have been nice at least. Even a few fireworks on the ult or something would have been enough. But if you're just aching for a Katarina skin and aren't super tight on money, just get Battle Academia instead. It's far better in terms of skin quality and storytelling. Warring Kingdoms Cat isn't as bad as something like Sandstorm, but it's only a 4 out of 10. Warring Kingdoms Nidalee. This one one definitely feels like the prototype to the Warring Kingdom skin line. I mean, not counting Katarina technically was the first one. And maybe that's on purpose, since in this universe Nilly is more of a myth than an actual warlord. But in spite of that, she looks like any random person from this universe you just bump into at the marketplace. Hopefully once Nilly receives an ASU or a VGU in 20 years time, I'm sure this and all her other bad skins will look amazing. But at the current moment, it's a 4 out of 10. Overall, Warring Kingdoms gets a 5 out of 10 for me. To nobody's shock, the newest skins of this bunch are the best ones by far. But again, I'm not at all versed in Chinese culture. So in the same vein why someone wouldn't understand why Cassante being a Monster Hunter inspired champion is so exciting for me, I find it difficult to understand why this skin line is so exciting for others. But those are my thoughts. What do you lads think of Warring Kingdoms? Do you like them? Do you not? Do you like Mecha Kingdoms better? I kind of do. A little bit. Nah, I'm looking at it again. I kind of don't. Be sure to let me know down in the comments. Until then, fellas, I got a lot of cool projects cooking for this month, and I'm excited to show them all to you. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.